Day baseball coming your way here on a Sunday afternoon from Tropicana Field. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Blue Jays. Hi again, everybody. It's finally here. Welcome to our special opening day edition of Baseball on the Show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, as we get set to get things going, it's the pitching that has to be considered one of the strong points on this ball club.
Yeah, and pitching is going to be important for these guys. No question about it. They're only going to go as far as this group right here is going to take them. And to me, it looks like a staff that's capable of getting the job done.
The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
2016 Tampa Bay Rays.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. With that, a look at John Gibbons' lineup for the visiting Blue Jays. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, I've got an eye on Troy Tulowitzki. He always seems to come through in the clutch. Doesn't let the pressure of a big situation get to him. Whether it's the first inning with nobody out or the ninth inning with 2 outs, his approach doesn't change, and that's a big reason why he delivers so often.
And spring training is officially behind us now as the first pitch of the season is looked at for ball one.
First pitch, 4:05.
Swing and a liner, but foul. Archer looks in. Here's the 1-1. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
And for a starter, he has one of the better fastballs you're going to see. That one at 95.
And, oh, look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off.
And we're going to see a lot more of this because this is a guy who's let it be known that he will work inside. He'll even back you off the plate if he has to.
Got him swinging in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Tulowitzki is retired, and there's one away.
Yeah, that's a good pitch right there. Gets him fishing for it. Then nice work to tidy up behind the plate and make the put out at first.
Stepping in now, Kevin Pillar. As he'll line this one foul to the right side out of play, it's strike one. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you've got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Josh Donaldson gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Dickerson going back. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. And now the Rays will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. And with that, a look at the Rays lineup card in this one. Steve, what's their focus as they go for their first win?
Well, I think just putting this guy into the stretch early and often. Look to get the leadoff hitter on base to
for the Blue Jays. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
We'll jump forward in this one to the top of inning number 2. Edwin Encarnacion makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
The right fielder, number 19.
Striding into the box, Jose Bautista. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Chopped weakly to the left. Barehanded by Forsythe. He's out.
No way. That was awesome. And you know, sometimes these guys make it look so easy. We forget how difficult it is to make a play like that. Not only did he barehand this ball, but he also made a sweet throw on the run over to first base. So often you'll see a guy airmail or short hop a throw like that because of the bad grip you have on the ball. But not in this case. That's a nice play.
Chris Colabello stands in as he swings and misses for strike one.
And he's running the risk of a 3-pitch inning if he makes an out there.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
And Fillmore usually gets high praise from most people for his command of the zone. He will occasionally give the pitcher just a little extra off the plate if he spots it well, though.
Archer steps into his windup. 1-2 on its way. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. When we come back, Evan Longoria. And here is Evan Longoria. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. We'll jump ahead and pick this one up in the top of inning number 3. Russell Martin leads it off here. Bottom third of the order set to go here in the third.
Well, he's faced the minimum so far, and obviously it's still early, but they need to get something going because you can't let this guy settle in out there.
Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
And I think he'll keep riding that pitch until these guys prove they can do something with it.
Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A solo shot for Russell Martin. And the Blue Jays are on the board. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
And you know, after a month down in spring training, near the end, you start to get a little anxious waiting for the season to get going. I guarantee you, he's been looking forward to this at-bat for about a month now, and he makes the wait worthwhile.
Michael Saunders is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1.
Yeah, same pitch here from the home run ball, but this one's in a much better spot down at the knees.
Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Not a bad guy to have hitting in your 8 spot. That guy's no slouch up there, and he comes through with a solid single here.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And the runner back safely. And another throw over. And a dive, but he's back. Devin Travis stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Oh, and he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, he hasn't shown that he's been able to resist those inside pitches. He may as well just keep going in there and hope he keeps chasing those pitches off the plate.
Archer comes set. Here's the 0-2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Well, you know when you get 2 strikes on you, you go into that protection mode up there at the plate. Let's see where this pitch winds up. Oh, yeah. That thing's nowhere near the strike zone, and that's a good job of making a guy go fishing for something he didn't really want to hit.
Here's Troy Tulowitzki now, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Right, especially starting off an at-bat.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Got to be careful here with a run in already. You don't want to let one get away from you and lose the possibility of a double play.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Yeah, he essentially tripled up there. That means he threw the same pitch 1, 2, 3 times in a row. You don't see that very often, but it's going to work out for him as he gets the strikeout.
Stepping in, Kevin Pillar.
Packing last time, so maybe they have a right here.
A runner on first with 2 away. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. Now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. But not before the lone hit in the inning, the solo home run. Logan Forsythe digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Second baseman, Logan Forsythe.
We'll move ahead now to the top of inning number 4.
Leading off for the Blue Jays,
Josh Donaldson is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
The good rising fastball there for strike 1.
Josh Donaldson is, of course, one of the greatest players in the game today. But before he was a pro, he had a really nice college career at Auburn. The same program that has turned out other greats such as Frank Thomas, Bo Jackson, and Timmy Hudson.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And at least he's taken a few pitches here. That's more than the rest of these guys can say.
Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Well, now might be a good time to call on that two-seamer running in.
Swing and a miss as it's dropped behind the plate. Yeah, Donaldson primarily played catcher at Auburn, where he was a preseason All-American and an All-Star in the prestigious Cape Cod League.
Yeah, and it's no surprise that he got to play in that Cape League. So many of the major's best players have come through that summer league, and it's really become one of the most treasured aspects of amateur baseball. If you're a baseball fan, it's definitely worth checking out the Cape to go down there to watch baseball.
Edwin Encarnacion comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Well, you know, the big key to throwing the slider is knowing when to throw it for a strike and then when to try to get a guy to chase out of the zone. Once he gets ahead out there, you know he loves to get you to chase.
4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point, so his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Jose Bautista will stand in for a 2nd time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1.
Boy, he has been a first strike throwing machine, hasn't he? He's hardly been behind in the count all game long.
Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Not only is he close to going through the heart of this lineup, he may even strike out the side.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And another foul ball. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a 3rd time.
Swinging a soft liner, but little trouble handling this one down there at 3rd, as that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They still trail it here 2-1. Evan Longoria is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
3rd baseman, Evan Longoria.
Time to pick this one up now in the top of inning number 5. Chris Colabello heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Archer's ready. Here's the 0-2. And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out.
You know, when you're facing a guy that throws his fastball in the high 90s, you know you're going to have to cheat a little bit. You've got to get things started a little bit earlier than normal. And what happens then, guy throws you something off speed, you're way more susceptible to chasing balls out of the zone, and that's exactly what happened right there.
Russell Martin now. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. That's by him for strike one. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
Grounded down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Set to deal on 2-2. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here. Michael Saunders, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. And this pitch is taken by Martin as it misses for ball 4.
Just the first walk he's given up here so far to go along with just the 2 hits. So he's been pretty well in command throughout this entire start.
Now in the box, Michael Saunders. He reached on a single in his first try. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And here's a ball hit in the air. Jennings on the move. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. Devin Travis is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him on just 3 pitches.
Hard hit ball to second. Forsythe is there. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. So no runs here, no hits, no errors, and a runner left. Brad Miller comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th. Due to time constraints, we'll pick this one up in the top of inning number 6. Troy Tulowitzki will stand in to lead things off, as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
And Tulowitzki can't come up with that one as he falls behind 0-2 now.
Well, it's just game 1 of this series, but you almost have to wonder if they forgot to pack their offense when they got on the plane. It's been nowhere to be found so far.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. Archer gets the sign. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. And here's a ball hit in the air. Calling for it, Longoria. And that's the first out of the inning.
Center fielder, number 11.
Kevin Pillar will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen, as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. Hit hard up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
And this offense has pretty much been shut down here into the 6th inning. That's just their 3rd hit of the ball game, so time has come for them to start trying to put something together.
First offering on its way. Josh Donaldson is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
And we've seen guys swing at that 4-seam riding fastball up in the zone, but you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Runners off for second. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw not in time as he steals second. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. Hit hard back up the middle. Taken in by Forsythe. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Also striding in, Edwin Encarnacion, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one.
And for as bad as he missed that pitch, you can bet we're going to see that again before this at-bat's over.
Trying to hold the lead. And he falls behind 0-2. On his way to pitch number 75. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Swing and a little tapper. Throw on to the first baseman, Loney, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, one man left on. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. The Rays lead it 2-1. Corey Dickerson will lead things off as the Rays look to get something going in their half of the sixth.
Corey Dickerson.
Time to move ahead to the top of inning number 7. Jose Bautista will stand in here to start 7th. EK, it's been a pitching and defense afternoon all throughout.
Yeah, neither starter looking like he's ready to blink. And neither one of them looking all that tired just yet.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2.
And it looks like the scouting report says, work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job, because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Now, getting that first out is always critical in a one-run ball game. And they could certainly use a quick 7th inning here.
Chris Colabello stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Hit hard to short. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Russell Martin will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do. James Loney steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th. We'll look ahead now and pick this one back up in the top of inning number 8. Michael Saunders will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now. Devin Travis will dig in for the third time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Into the seats, 0-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Swing and a line drive, but this will be foul. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game. Troy Tulowitzki will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
And he'll step out and ask for time. Maybe trying to get this pitcher out of the rhythm he's in right now. Drilled on the ground to short. Miller's got it. Throw on to Loney will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. Brad Miller digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning. And we'll move forward now to the top of inning number 9. Leading off the inning, Kevin Pillar, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
And that'll be a base hit, so they couldn't ask for more as the possible tying runs aboard to kick off the 9th. Josh Donaldson comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here. First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And now the wheels spin in that first base dugout.
Oh, that man right there has got to be sweating bullets. Hard to say I blame him at all.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Quick check on that tying run at first, but the runner's back easily. Nobody out, runner on first. Runner goes for second. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw not in time. He's in there at second.
And that may have been an out-and-out guess right there. He had to figure they weren't going to throw over twice in a row, so he's running on first movement, and he makes it to second base safely.
Grounded back up the middle. And a low throw that time, but a fine play over there by Loney to pluck that one out of the dirt. Edwin Encarnacion step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. But he can make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. Now a pitch out as they might have smelled the squeeze that time. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Back to the fastball, but it's upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, you won't come within a foot of it.
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. 1 out and a runner on third. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. So coming to the plate, Jose Bautista, although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him.
And that's exactly what I'd expect them to do. No reason to give him a pitch that he likes.
Forsythe has it. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Rays move to 1-0 on the young season as this ball game is over.
And a good job here to come in and finish this one off. And in doing so, he's going to pick up his first save of the year.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. Look at all the strikeouts.